God's will is a choice. What does that mean? Because God said doesn't mean it will work. So don't doubt what you heard. You heard right, but you have coconut head. Are you here? God told me she's the one. You are right. But you didn't do right, so it didn't work. You know, a lot of people have a misunderstanding of predestination, and I've tried to explain what that thing means. Predestination is not determinism. Predestination is an appointment that can be a disappointment. When the Bible says he has predestined us, the Bible talks about the Jews being predestined unto salvation. The predestination there is that the Jews were appointed to salvation because they were going to be the first to hear the message of the gospel. Why? Because God came as a man and was a Jew. So God designed that they will hear the gospel first, so they were predestined unto salvation. But the fact that all Jews are not saved shows that predestination is not determinism. God knows what will happen, but doesn't make what happened. Remember that God has capacity, because he's eternal, to be in yesterday today and be in tomorrow today. He is everywhere. His time is before him, is out of time. He knows what will happen, but the people that are making that thing happen are agents of free will. If not, if God would determine what will happen, he shouldn't be judging us, because he scripted us to be that way. Do you get what I'm saying? If God should judge you for what he made you, why is he judging you? He's unjust. Because your premise for judgment will be, well, I turned out like this because in your script, you said I would be like this. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Everybody has a choice. So if God says stand, and the will of God is that you are standing, as a man, you have the right to say no. So what happened to God's will? It didn't happen. So God's will is not compulsory. It's only a wise choice. The fact that you can obey and disobey shows that God's will is not compulsory. The Bible says the will of God is that all men be saved and come to the knowledge of truth. Are all men saved? But it's clear. Another will of God is that in all things give thanks. You know. Finish. So God's will is a choice. God can say Paul and Barnabas will work, and Paul and Barnabas will not make it work. Your marriage, your relationship can be prophesied from the third heavens. If two of you don't come together and want it to work, and you are working with that prophetic word as a stronghold for that marriage, you will scatter that thing. And don't miss this. God can tell you who to marry. It is what it is. That's okay. But God didn't tell Abraham to marry Sarah. He saw somebody in his family that he liked. Daddy, I want this girl. Okay. When God picked Abraham, who have you married? Sarah. I'll walk with her. Once you marry that person, it's God's will.